Hello and welcome back to my channel. As I mentioned in my previous video, which I hope you've watched, about my retirement guitar, I've been off YouTube for a number of years now, 5 I think, and things have changed for me personally. I've retired, as I've mentioned, I've moved, and also I've bought and sold a number of guitars. And just reflecting on my guitar collection, I only have one guitar that I brought with me in the move that I still have. All the rest have changed. So I've been moving guitars through the system, if you like. So I thought, just as a catch-up, as I get going again on my channel, I'd do a very quick run through of my guitars that I have for August 2025. And this will just be a quick run through. I'll do some proper reviews of them later on, but this is just to have a look at what's in the collection at the moment. So the first one in the collection, and this is the one that I've had the longest now, I bought this around 2015, so coming on 10 years. It's called the Fender Select Carved Top Jazzmaster. These were part of the Fender Select range and were made in 2013. And you can tell it's a Select by the little badge there, which is something they put on all of the Select models. They just made these for 1 or 2 years, I think, the Select range. They came in Telecasters, Stratocasters, and a few other things. So one of the main features of this guitar is the channel binding. So I don't know if you can see that properly, but the rosewood fretboard is actually inlaid into the neck. So the maple neck creates the binding. Really beautiful. It's a real highlight. This has got a compound radius fretboard as well. It starts at 9.5 going down to 14 as it gets down there. So that's interesting. The neck itself is quite slim, just probably a fairly familiar Slim C, Fender Slim C. It's got locking tuners, the Fender locking tuners. This beautiful flame maple neck, you can see, really lovely. 2 of the Fender wide range humbuckers. The tailpiece and bridge, which is unusual for a Fender, more of a Gibson style. Beautiful flamed carved top, and that's the back, the kind of cutaway there. So a really lovely guitar. It's just got the volume and tone controls. So yes, this has been with me for the longest now, 10 years. Strangely enough though, it's not my favourite guitar. It's being the Jazzmaster body, it's quite large, as I think you can see. And when I first got this, and I was in my previous house, there was quite a 60 cycle hum to it, which was really unusual given that it's dual humbucking guitar. Couldn't figure it out. I had it looked at by a couple of people and they couldn't figure it out. So anyway, now that I've moved here to my new house, it doesn't happen. So there must have been some electrical interference that just this guitar didn't like. But now it doesn't do that, so I'm much happier with it. Just a really lovely guitar, what can I say? And when I did buy this, it was kind of my dream guitar. I'd seen it on YouTube and I'd seen different players play. I think Guthrie Govan had one at one stage, and I just was lucky it came up close by and at a pretty reasonable price, and I just thought, oh, I've got to have that. So I grabbed it. So there you go. So that's guitar number 1, Fender Select Jazzmaster. Okay, number 2 is the Carvin SH445 double cut carved top, semi-hollow. Now, when I first got this guitar, I didn't know anything about it, to be honest, but I just moved to my new house in regional Victoria, and I was just skimming the want ads for guitars, as I do all the time, and I was thinking about a semi-hollow guitar, probably more a Gibson 335 style thing, and I saw this, and so I thought, oh, it looks pretty nice, I'll go and have a look. So I did, and when I saw it, I thought, I'll have that, thank you very much. So this is a fully fledged USA made Carvin guitar. Now Carvin is no longer made, they're now called Kiesel. So that's a whole different story, which you can look up if you're interested. It's got the ebony fretboard, locking Spurzl tuners, two classic, they call them classic humbuckers. It's got the carved top, and just what really got me about this guitar was just look at the quality of it. It's just beautifully made, absolutely beautifully made. Look at that neck joint, and right around the binding, just fantastic. Really lovely guitar. Plays like a semi-hollow, has a couple of splits, coil splits. So it really is a lovely guitar. Similar size to the 339 Gibson guitar, so it's a little smaller, which I like as well, because I find the 335 size guitars just a little bit big. And similar, the neck on this is quite, not a handful, but it's kind of I'd describe it as the Fender 60s style neck. So it's kind of thinner here, but gets a little bit chunkier as you go down. This is my favorite shape of neck, and most of my guitars have that. As you'll see coming up, they're all very similar, and I don't have huge hands, but I do like a more chunky neck. I just like the feel of that. So that's really good. So yeah, there you go. That is the Carvin SH445 double cut. Lovely. Guitar number 3. So this is the Fender Vintera 50s modified Telecaster. This is a Fender special run, so it's got the roasted maple neck fretboard, and it's in this special run colour, which is shell pink, which is probably why I bought it. Saw it and really loved it. Since I've moved to regional Victoria here in Australia, it's a little harder to buy and sell guitars. So when things pop up close by, you have to kind of move fast and take advantage of it. So that's what I've been doing. So this is a really lovely guitar. It's got the alder body, the polyester finish, 9.5 inch radius, normal thing. It's got quite a solid neck. I think they call this a U-shaped neck. Quite a handful, probably bigger than I'm used to, even though, as I mentioned, I do like the big full necks. So that's something, if you were thinking about these guitars, you might want to consider that. It's got the beautiful roasted maple fretboard. It's got the vintage locking tuners. They're really good, those ones that you just push down and they lock in. It's got custom shop twisted single coil telly in the neck there, and a custom shop vintage style in the bridge. And what makes these a little bit unique too is that they're like the Baja telly. So it's got the 4-position switch like the Baja telly. So these two pickups, when it's in the 4th position, go into series, and then it's also got an S1 switch, which I think puts them out of phase. So heaps of tonal options. A little weighty, this one, for a telly. I'd say easily 8 pounds, but lovely guitar just the same. So there you go. That's the Fender Vintera 50s modified Fender special run telly. Okay, guitar number 4. This is one, if you've seen my previous video, you'd be familiar with. It's the PRS Silver Sky USA edition. This is my guitar I bought myself for retirement. It's in the gunmetal grey, I think they call it. Look what this is there to tell you about the PRS Silver Sky that hasn't already been told across the web. I think they're incredible, beautiful guitar, feels beautiful, absolutely glorious neck. Again, that same Fender 60s kind of chunk to it, maybe even more, quite wide down this end of the neck. You know, some people don't like the tuners. I'm not one of those. I think they're fine. They do look a little cheap perhaps, but I tell you, they work beautifully and they feel beautiful too. They don't feel cheap. It's essentially like a Strat, 5-way switch. The pickups on it are fantastic, really articulate and clear, especially in the clean tones. That sounds great. So just a really nice guitar. Yeah, what can I tell you? Beautiful. So that's the PRS Silver Sky. And the last one in my collection at the moment is this beautiful Tokai Love Rock. Tokai. So I only just picked this up fairly recently actually. Just the gold top really caught my eye. It's a real chunker, this one though, so but you know, what are you going to do? That's Les Paul's pretty much, isn't it? This is the made in Japan model. It's the LS129 is the version. Some of the naming conventions on the Tokais are a bit confusing. They seem to change quite regularly. This one has got a beautiful mahogany body there, mahogany neck. Another guitar with a fairly chunky neck as well. It's all the standard sort of Les Paul attributes. I've had a lot of Tokais over the years, bought and sold, but they're a great guitar, especially the Japanese ones. You have to make sure if you're going to get a Tokai, you get them made in Japan, and that's how you can tell. It's got a little stamp on there. This is about the fourth Tokai Love Rock I've had. The reason I've sold the others, I think, is because these have gone up in price dramatically, as all guitars have, I know, but these particularly. When I first started playing again, 10-15 years ago, you could pick up a Tokai made in Japan Love Rock guitar for $500 here in Australia, but that's changed, and now they've gone up in value, and you'd be lucky to pick one up under $1,500. Now, this is all second hand, of course, in Australia. So I think I've kind of ridden that wave a little bit and bought and sold as I've gone along, as things have gone up. Just, as you do if you're like me and you're always looking for the next purchase. So sometimes you have to sell things off to fund them. But this one I hope to keep because it's so beautiful. It's in excellent condition. It was practically brand new when I picked it up. Got it at a great price. So yeah, so it's the Tokai Love Rock LS129. So that's the electric guitar collection at the moment. I've got one other guitar which is an acoustic guitar, which I'll do another time. So just those 5. So yeah, so they're the guitars I've got at the moment. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and as I mentioned, I'm going to do some reviews of all of these guitars over the next few weeks, just to post up on the channel, and I'll do some playing and things of them as well when I do that, so come back and have a look. Alright, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.